Hi, this is Rachel Hum, and this is my first video blog. I've decided to do a video blog because there's a couple of things that have just started to bug me over the last couple of weeks. So my first topic I'm going to be talking about is little teenagers. Well, I say teenagers, they're more like little children, about 11 to 13 year olds. Most of it's based on girls because there's just a lot of stuff happening currently with all of them, which I find quite hilarious myself. So it started back about a month, 2 months ago. Me and my mate, we was waiting for our other friend in McDonald's, as you do on a Saturday night, and we were just sitting in there and he was just eating, and then these group of we thought there was year 9s, turned out to be year 7s, and we was like, whoa, drunk as you like pissed as a fart, just walking around McDonald's, like shouting abuse at people, like mucking around, telling my mate all this stuff, saying, what the F are you looking at, bruv, I'm gonna F you up, blah blah blah. Me and my mate were sitting there just cracking up at them, and then there was a group of boys then, they must have been about in their 20s, like going TPs or somewhere, and they started shouting verbal abuse at them, saying, yeah, what you looking at, you paedophiles. And I was like, what? You are like 12 years old and you should not be out at this time of night, and you should not even be drinking. So that was that. And then about 2 weeks ago now, me and my other two friends, we was just at Bromley South waiting for our mates again, and we got approached by these children. That's all I can say for them, they're children. So we got approached by them, and one of them asked, said, mate, can you buy some cigarettes, to one of my mates, Nick. So he was like, yeah, alright then. But me and my mate Sarah was looking at them like, what? We was like, what? And we was like, oh, how old are you? And they turned around and said, we're 13. And I was like, oh my God. I said, Nick, don't buy them fags. For one, they shouldn't even be out at that time of night. They should be at home where their parents should be looking after them. For two, they shouldn't even be thinking about smoking. And for three, they shouldn't even be smoking at all. It's illegal anyway. So we walked off, and they started shouting at us, saying, why won't you buy us fags, blah 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 blah. And then so it was that. And then today I was just walking home generally with my mates, and then some boy was like, oh bruv, if you got Rizla. I was like, hello, am I hearing things right? And he was like, bruv, got Rizla, oh my days, I need a grinder. And then started rolling a joint, and I was like, oh God. And there's like all these little girls gathering around smoking a joint after school. They were year 8s. Why? Yeah, you might want to do drugs, but that's when you're about 16, 17, when you experiment. You shouldn't even be thinking about drugs. You should be going out with your mates, playing football, going Bromley, going cinema, going bowling, and just generally just being a kid. But these days, like, kids, they just want to grow up so fast. Like, have girls in year 7 or 8, yeah, for the first week of year 7 they're right, and then they start piling the makeup on. I mean, it's orange, white, orange, line, white, orange. Seriously, they look like Oompa Loompas. I mean, why do you want to come to school looking like an Oompa Loompa? Their hair all done up and everything. You're not going to a club, love. You've got about 6, 7 years until you can go to a club, so there's no point even bothering a school. Why would you be like that for school? There's actually no need for it. It's a place for learning, not a place to look like an Oompa Loompa and do all your hair like you're going to a nightclub. That's when boys start to look at you wrong, and they're like, yeah, I'm giving it all that. And it's like, okay, like, you might do that at the weekend, but even the sixth formers at school, they can't even be bothered anymore. So we all just go however we want. Like, on a Friday when we come and wear whatever we want, we wear tracksuit bottoms and stuff like that. No one cares what you look like. You're at school to learn. That's what these little uneducated little things need to get into their heads. And they're just so rude. Like, when I was in year 7 or year 8, I would never ever think about even looking at a year 11 or post 16, because I'd be too scared, because they were so big and tall, and you just think you'd get a smack in the mouth. Nowadays they're like, ew, meh, 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 giving it large. I'll just look at them, I'm like, okay then, your parents have brought you up well. And then it's just like, they're just so rude to teachers as well. Like, they're like, blood, blah 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 blah, and it's like, no, you uneducated little things, you're gonna get nowhere in life. Do you really want to get kicked out of school and end up on Jeremy Kyle's show, or just on benefits all your life, like half population are at the moment? That's another story. Yeah, so I just look at them and I just think they need to get an education, and they need to start working hard instead of, I don't know, like girls, they're like little magnets. Like, as soon as a boy goes, massage your buff, they're like, like checking themselves out. No, you shouldn't even be thinking about having sex, boyfriends, blah blah blah. You should be going out, having fun with your mates, like going shopping, like experiment with makeup, but experiment with makeup at home. Don't come in looking like an orange Oompa Loompa to school, because you're just going to get absolutely wrecked and terrorised. Just be a general normal girl. Like, too many girls these days. Like, yesterday my mate was telling me that her friend's sister, who's in year 8, is flipping giving oral sex to boys. You're 13 years old. Why are you thinking about having sex with boys at that age? Seriously, when I was 13, I was playing football with all the boys and the girls. Like, we was mucking around, like just as you do, just being normal people, going to the park, going cinema, shopping, going places like that. Why do they feel the need to grow up so thin nowadays? If I had the chance, I'd go back and be 13 again. Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand what's going on, to be honest. And they're just so rude, and they drink alcohol, and they absolutely are just disgusting with their little fake tan, orange Oompa Loompa faces. And the boys that think they're all hard rolling a joint and just being rude and starting fights from like year 11s and 13s, like they're gonna win anyway. I don't know, it just really annoys me. This is kind of dragged now, so my next vlog, I don't know when it's going to be. Don't know if I can be bothered to do another one, so best get on to the coursework. So bye, thanks for listening.